Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about agent service. How can we build agent in Azure AI Foundry without writing a single line of code and deploy it in an infrastructure which is abstracted away from us, and we do not need to really worry about all the packaging and component, etc. into this. So to begin with, let me go into this AI Foundry project, which we already have created, and click on this agent. So once you click on this agent, you're going to see that there are options to create a new agent. So I will, for the demo purpose, I'm going to go ahead and hit on create a new agent. And in this, you can give a name of the agent. So before that, I just would like to show up one text file which I prepared. So let me copy the content from here. So I copy the content called name from here, give the name as this one, and then I go back and copy the instruction. Now before I copy the instruction, I would like you to read the instruction. So it says that it's a sales agent, and it's a polite, professional, helpful, friendly. You get the data from the CSV file, which is broken down by region, category, product. And the example of the region includes this, and I'm going to show you that CSV file in a minute. And if there is no answer coming in from the CSV, do not give any answer from the memory. So that's what it means, right? So I'm going to copy this whole instruction. That is the most important part of any agent development activity. And after that, I'm going to quickly show you the CSV file. So this is the CSV file. You can see that it is broken down by the region. And if you go a little down, should be Asia Pacific. Like that, you have the category, item, price, and this business year. So in the month of March 2023, this has happened. So it has got quite a few number of rows for region like Asia, Europe, Africa, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to use this file. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and then add something called actions. And here you can bring in the data from outside world through API call, through logic app. I'm going to use the code interpreter and quickly give me a quick moment. Let me select the file from my local machine. So I'm going to browse to the folder where the file is, and you will soon see the file coming in from here. So you can see that the CSV file is available. You can add many files over here, and then there are 20 files you can add. And these are the file extension it supports, and total size, and something like that. So you see that it has got some restrictions. But right now, what my agent is going to do is that give me the answer from this CSV file, and we haven't written any code trying to extract the data in a structured format from the CSV. So I can just move ahead into the playground. You click on the playground, it opens in the same playground for agent as well. But also you can see that this agent is going to use a deployment that is the model. So GPT-4o dev, the deployment which we did earlier, right, under model and endpoint, you will find we are using that. Agent uses model, the large language model, which has got reasoning capability. So that's the kind of model you need. If you are using some older model which doesn't have a reasoning capability, they won't work. It is not supported, right? Because agent has to take some decisions on the fly, and these models are really helpful for that. So let me quickly bring in some of the questions I want to ask. So if I copy this content and paste it over here, so it says that what are the total sales in Europe broken down by category? That's a question I'm going to ask. Now, if I ask this question, now what is going to show me? First of all, it is going to call something called code interpreter. And while it is calling the code interpreter, it is actually implementing the Python pandas. And then it is getting that data from the CSV, which you can load in the Python pandas as a data frame, and then you can get the data. And then using the query, it basically does a query for Europe region, exact equal equal. So that's why you see the deterministic output, right? I can say that what is the, let me show you another thing quickly. Show me in graph. So if I just quickly add this data in a graphical representation format, it's going to now call the matplotlib tool. So the matplotlib tool is going to go ahead, and then there's an error. So let me run it again. Generally should dump the image. If it doesn't work, we will move on, but it will show you nice little image displayed in the thing. So there is some issue with the image rendering at this point in time, but it pretty much works in terms of image. So let me bring in some more query. Let me show this. Let me show what is the total sales in Europe. If I ask this question, and I'm asking natural language query, right? And then it's still ask using the matplotlib. I don't know why it is asking. So let me new thread. Click on a new thread, and then I say that what is the total sales in Europe? This should call the pandas. It's missing data specific to Europe sales. Some, okay, good. Let me paste it. The previous question, let me see. Sometime the agent behaves a little weird. So you can see that now it is not bringing the data. So anyway, so what I essentially mean to say, let me ask something which is out of the context. Show me the capital cities of Europe. Let me use this term Europe and try to get the capital cities of Europe. And it says that please contact IT admin for an assistant. So it's going to go ahead and add that. What I essentially would like you to observe and view and experience is an agent which I already have running in my another subscription. So let me pull it up and show you that thing. Hopefully this will work. So let me copy this question, go into this AI Foundry landing page, get into this project, and then I have got an agent section where I can go ahead and start executing this agent. And what I can do now, try in playground, and it has got the same CSV file uploaded. So let's just try to run some code just to show you the output. And once you see that the code interpreter is able to capture the data, it shows, and then I can say, show me in graph. If I ask this question, it should now pop up the matplotlib, and the graph should be displayed. That's the natural behavior. If it is not displaying, then there's a problem, right? So you can see the graph is coming. So it's a bar. So show me in pie chart. chart. So I can be more specific and more elaborate if I need specific output. So I can get those information if I would like to get. So you can see now it shows the data in form of pictorial representation, and I can now say what is the total sales in euro. Okay, so that's the kind of question I'm going to ask. It'll give me a figure which will be a specific figure every time I ask this question. It is going to go ahead give me the same number 1199207. That's the number. This is what you're supposed to get if you're using the same CSV file. So you can see that you're gonna go ahead and see that it's using the same Contoso sales revenue CSV file. It is uploaded in the local. It is just working fine. So this is the behavior in the playground for the agent which you have just now created. So you can see that the agent is kind of working fine. It is working in terms of like the data which is coming out of this, and then working all well in the context of this. So you can ask many questions. So you can say that, let's say, show me the total sales in each region in a pie chart. Where is this? So you have got Europe, Asia, Africa. You will find all the data coming in. And in a pie chart format, and then all the regions, North America, Middle East, all of them are shown in the graph displayed at this. So it's actually coming from the CSV file and showing